All right, Father and Son in their proper names, in the Holy Spirit of truth. Call, Elohim, La, Yahweh, La Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Okay, today, you know what I'm saying, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well. Salutation to the Akim out there around the four corners of the earth, preaching the truth and sincerity. And also the few Akabim and children that believe in spirit and truth as well. Today, you know what I'm saying, we have a quick brief topic, you know, that's basically going to be on the kingdom of heaven. It's already prepared for us. You know, all we have to do is what's commanded of us from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, we're going to get straight into this lesson.
All right. Somebody grab second Ezra 2 and 13.
I got it. The second Ezra chapter 2 and 13. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened.
Right. Even today, talking to Ezra, and Ezra was prophesying about the children of Israel. But today it stands on us, being the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. We pray for that the days are shortened. And the Lord promised that He's going to shorten the days for us, for the hopeful elect. Go ahead, brother.
The kingdom is already prepared for you.
Right. And He said, what?
Watch.
So He said, watch, because the kingdom of heaven is already prepared. Right? What's that scripture where it say, turn back to captivity before your eyes?
I get it.
Yeah. So He said, watch. So that's why He's telling us to watch, like what? Spectators, like an audience. Because, you know, even though He told the children of Israel to march around the walls of Jericho, through faith that happened, but who did it? The Most High is the one that did it. The Most High brought the walls down. The Most High is the one that's that gives the increase, that kills and makes up. Right? He's the one that holds the power. Us, our job in this theater is to be what? The actors, to act out our part that was already written in the scriptures, right? Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms chapter 126, verse 1.
Right, and as we watch, this is what we're going to see. And this lets us know that the kingdom is already here, and that's what we're going to get into. Go ahead, bro.
When the Lord Yahweh turned again captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Then said they amongst the heathen, the Lord Yahweh have done great things for them.
Right. Somebody grab Zephaniah 3 and 20. That was the. Go ahead, brother.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 20. At that time will I bring, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you.
Right.
For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth.
That's what the brother just read. But now He said He's going to bring us again, what? Bring it back to our memory, bring it back to our mind. And that's establishing the kingdom, because the kingdom is a people before it's a place. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right, so once we fell, then the Lord's kingdom is not on the earth. The tabernacle of David, of order, of love. But once He reestablishes our minds of the hopeful elect, then now the kingdom of heaven is prepared. And all you got the stars, you got the beautiful earth, you got the universe, you got planets already created for us, you got spiritual bodies already made for us, you know, heavenly bodies, extraterrestrial bodies. And you also, but the only was the Lord's people. Just because they're of the seed of Abraham doesn't mean they're the Lord's people. You know, you become a son of Yahweh once you return back to Him in repentance and have the mind of His Son. All right. So now you have the children of Israel back again. So the kingdom of heaven is prepared. It's already prepared. It's just Esau got to be moved out of. Where it was about Esau.
No, it was about
Yeah, definitely good. We got more right here. Turn back captivity.
Yeah, it says, when I turn back your captivity. Yeah, so like this is Zephaniah 3 and 20. I'm just going for the topic again real quick. It says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth.
Right, He's through this word and through the unicorn, through the internet. All right, because years ago, when Paul was sent out on his conquest to teach the Gentiles and Peter was teaching, they had to travel on foot, right? And they had to sometimes go around that same journey twice, like Paul did, 3 times or twice. Now today, we march around Jericho. We go on our journey through what? The internet, you know? So the Lord sent his spirit out to gather us through in these times today, go ahead.
When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord.
Right, he's gonna turn back our captivity. So when he turned us into our captivity, put us in the bondage and chains upon this earth, destroyed us through what? Lack of knowledge, through Esau, his sword. Now, once he destroyed us, all he gotta do is what? Give us the knowledge back. That brings us back to life. All he gotta do is move that wood, that log out of the, stop blocking the flow. Right? He don't have to create a new earth. You know? He don't have to destroy the earth and then for it to be reestablished. All you gotta do is get Esau out of the way and replenish the earth. And replenish the Israelites. Replenish his name upon the earth. All right, go ahead, brother. Get that, you know, for life, yo.
This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because this is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves,
That's right.
and shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, their power, for I give them an heart and ears to hear.
That's right. So the Lord is the one that gave us the heart, meaning La'av, or Lav, meaning a mind. He gave us the mind of who? Yahushua, of himself and of the son of Yahweh, right? And he gave us ears to be able to hear his word. All right. So that's the Lord, what? Bringing us into remembrance in these times and gathering us in these times from where? In the land of our captivity. All right? Matthew, yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 12.
Right.
From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence.
Right, 14 and 1. 12, my bad.
11 and 12.
Yeah, 11.
And from the days, Matthew chapter 11, verse 12.
Mhm.
And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence,
Right.
and the violent take it by force.
Right. Because even when John the Baptist was teaching, you had the Roman history of iniquity. But the thing is, that what did he say? The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. So it's talking about the land? No, it's talking about the people. The people were suffering the violence of these nations. And it says Esau is a violent man, and for that violence against our brother Jacob. Right? So the kingdom of heaven has suffered that violence. So we're the kingdom of heaven. Whatever age that we're woken up to the truth and connection with our Father and His Son, that's the kingdom. All right, only thing they have to do is what? You can raise us up spiritually, then you got to raise us up physically. We haven't been raised up physically yet. Exalted. We fell. What's that? Lamentations. I wrote that one down too, I think. 2 and 1. Lamentations 2 and 1. We fell the way Esau going to fall. It said he saw Lucifer falling from heaven, like lightning to the earth, right?
You said 2 and 1.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Lamentations 2 and 1, and this is scripture that goes good with the new heaven and the new earth, or us falling from the heavenly state to the earth to a low state. And Esau falling from the heavenly state to a low state. But this is when we fell right here. And we're going to read the one with Esau as well. I think that's Luke 10.
I get that.
Yeah, everybody grab it. No, I get it done. Isaiah 14 and 11.
I got Isaiah already.
14 and 11?
You got it.
All right, go ahead, brother. Let me take you 2 and 1. This is when we fell. It's going to break it down, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Lamentations chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
It says, how hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger?
Right, man. Covered us with a cloud, man, blocked us from getting the truth. Right?
and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel.
So he cast down, read that again?
It says, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel.
Right, the beauty of Israel. What was that? What was the beauty of Israel? The laws, us being in a righteous state, the wisdom, that's the beauty. So the Lord cast down the beauty of Israel from heaven down to the earth. So we was exalted, and the Lord brought us down low. All right, and the same thing is about to happen to Esau. Go ahead, brother.
Luke.
Yep. So when we fell, that's when the heaven lost its beauty. All right, it's nothing but wickedness and darkness upon the earth now.
Luke 2:1.
Luke 2:1. No, Luke 10:18.
All right, this is the book of Luke.
But I gotta make my point real quick.
Oh, okay.
So, so when we fell, that left the earth without Israel upon the earth. You know, even though we were upon the earth with our bodies, it was still dead. You know, we were basically dead upon the earth, like zombies. But then the Lord breathed that breath into us, that life into us, the instruction into us. Now the kingdom of heaven is reestablished. You know, being reestablished until Yahushua shows up. Now it's connected. It's complete.
The world the way it is now, this is the world without an overseer. We will be the overseer of the world.
Right.
Keeping everything in check.
Right, and our overseer is not here. So, but the kingdom of heaven exists, just like the sun. When you see a storm, and the storm and the sun still exists, the sun is still shining. It's just you gotta wait for the storm to move. You know, you can't see the rays, but it's still out there. It didn't leave. It just is a storm in the way. Storms on the temple, just like Esau on the temporary. Right. So, kingdom of heaven already is prepared. It already exists. Oh, good.
This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither would they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes.
Yep. And that's what we did. We fell like these nations are set up to fall. Like Esau set up to fall. Instead, we fell from our high state, and we fell to the ground, to the low state, you know? And he said all the foundations are out of course. And we became part of the foundation of this damn place. What he say? He saw, we ain't gonna get it, but Ezekiel saw a valley of dry bones. He saw a body of people standing on the surface of it. That's the bottom point of a pit.
Yeah.
You know, if you see a ditch and you get a pit and you see the people on the bottom, that's a low point.
Yeah.
And that's what he saw us as dead. He said, "Can these bones?" And he breathed into us the breath of life. We made us stand upon our feet. Then he had to give us instructions on how to get out of that pit. You know, so the storm blocks the sun from shining or showing his glory. The same way Esau is blocking us from being right. All right.
Oh, man.
Isaiah 14:11.
Isaiah 14:11.
I got it.
And Luke 10:18. You got it?
Yeah. I got it. All right, this is Isaiah 14:11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and thy violence. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art
Right.
thou?
So the worms cover thee. Worms deal with destruction, meaning consistent death or destruction, something decaying. And that's what worms deal with. So Esau, his riches, his pomp, his wealth is going to be brought down. The same way once they get brought down, the earth will be able to be replenished, and we'll be able to shine as we're supposed to shine. All right, but Esau got to be moved out of the way. Go ahead, brother. I'm getting the plug.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 9 and just get straight to the point, because it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows." All right, because Esau's kingdom is temporal. All right, and we're at the end of it. That's why Esau is ruling right now. So once Esau be taken out of the way, all right, we will be back ruling. We'll be back in rulership. Because the Lord, He already have prepared the kingdom for us to be ruled again. All right, it was already predestined for it to happen.
Going back to us being at the bottom of that pit and the people standing on top of those bones. All right, this is Jeremiah 51 verse 23. He said, "But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over." So we were those bodies that stand on those bones were these other nations on top of the children of Israel, right? So we're laid as doormats in the streets of these people for them to walk all over us. But the Lord, I should have read a little bit further up, but the Lord said that cup that we were drinking of misery, He's going to pass on to them, these other nations. So that's just turning around that pyramid scheme that Esau has set up and these other nations had set up, according to Psalms 83.
I had that for you. This is Psalms chapter 83. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Keep not silent, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh." It says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hated thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against our people, and consulted against our hidden ones."
And this is what started destroying the foundations of the earth, because we were that foundation, given the law, statutes, and commandments, and proper order of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, but once you take the laws and statutes, commandments out of place, and the children that are supposed to enforce those laws out of place, the world gets out of balance. All right, that foundation gets thrown off. And what they were trying to do, they were trying to really thinking if they got rid of the children of Israel, they got rid of the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They got rid of judgment. They got rid of, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have anybody to look upon them for their wickedness.
Right.
It says, "They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
And if you think about what is that, wasn't it Solomon chapter 2? The people that want to live in the now, thinking that this is the only life that we have, either chapter 2 or chapter 3. That's basically what they're saying. Let's cut the living ones off and live for the right now. You know what I'm saying?
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 5. It says, "For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no return. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in you."
And those nations couldn't enjoy those good things that we're talking about because those good things were wickedness. But you always have prophets that were on the earth condemning them for their wickedness. All right, just like how the reason why John the Baptist's head was cut off, because he told whoever was ruling at that time that he couldn't have the woman he had because it was against, you know what I'm saying, it was against the law for him to have her. And that's the reason why he got his head cut off. You know, because he was promoting righteousness, and these other nations don't want to see righteousness, mainly Esau. Because once Esau's taken out of the way, these other nations aren't going to have no choice but to follow suit. But Esau was the one that was placed here to rotten wickedness on the earth, reap wickedness on the earth.
Right. Luke 10:18.
I didn't finish that, Isaiah.
Let's start with Luke 8,
Okay.
10:18. But then go down there.
All right, this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 18. "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven."
Right. So that's what the brother was just speaking about. And Satan means adversary. So our adversaries, our top adversary is Esau. So that nation, all they got to do is get moved out of the way first. Once the Most High removes his hand out of the way, then we can thrive, we can grow, we can be able to refresh the earth. You got Esau with all these different laws and policies in place. You gotta get power, you know. And come on, bringing hell down on the children of Israel again. You got precept?
Yeah.
Good.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says,
Yeah.
For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who will now let it will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right. I was saving that for later too.
Oh, sloppy.
But yeah, so Esau got removed out of the way first, you know. But once Esau get moved out of the way, matter of fact, bring that up again out.
You wanna get Romans?
All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 6. It says, and now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
Right. So Esau is being revealed and manifesting his wickedness in these times. And even 2,000 years ago, when the foundation was laid, for today for salvation, Esau was being prophesied against back then. The Lord was trying to show him, saying, hey, that's the mystery of iniquity. But till he be revealed in his time, this is the time he's being revealed. All right. So once he get removed out of the way, that's when the kingdom of heaven will be able to be established. All right. It's going to be fully established when the 2/3 come back on this earth and they get the law put in their one part as well.
All right, it says, for the mystery of iniquity was already worked.
Right. The mystery of iniquity is talking about imbalance or wickedness. And the mystery of it is talking about Esau. The Romans were ruling. The Lord was like, yo, it's already around you. All right. But they didn't know that they were the Edomites. Right.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right. So Esau got to be removed out of the way. The Most High set them up. What do you say? The power that be?
I got it.
All right.
This is Romans chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 1.
Right.
It says, let every soul be subjected unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
Right. So Esau being in rulership and all the wickedness being upon the earth right now, the Lord is allowing that to happen. And once he removes that out of the way, he's going to be the one to do it. What is that? Revelations, the keys of death and hell?
20.
Revelation 20?
What verse?
Start at 1.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven.
No, keep on.
Keys of death and hell?
All right. No, that's not it.
No, I think it's in the last chapter of Revelation. Right. You don't have that chapter?
Wait. Which verse?
Let me pull it up. Let's see, you got the keys of death and hell. One second. Yeah, Revelation 1 and 18.
It's Revelation chapter 1, verse 18.
Right, so we gotta wait for Yahushua to show up. He's the one. What do you say? Wait for me till I rise to the prayer. Yep. He's the one that's gonna do the cleansing on the earth. You know, he's the one that was in heaven, worthy to open the book. All right, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He's the one. What do you say? No other name under heaven that meant to be saved.
That's 132, 22,
Let's get
4
the
and 12.
yeah, 1 and 12.
I got it.
You got it?
Go ahead, brother. All right, go with yours, brother, real quick.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Right. So, what is it? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Right. So our job is to what? The word wait means to be patient. And we're enduring and waiting on Yahushua, because he's the one that's going to remove Esau out of the way. All right. And once he removes Esau and the wickedness out of the way, then the kingdom of heaven is ready, man. You know, it's already prepared. It was already, the foundation was laid, the predestined elect was already set in place. And now that he got the harvest is ripe and ready to be plucked, the kingdom of heaven is prepared. You know, you got the heaven, the stars, everything is in place. It got to be cleansed. That's it. The elements got to be cleansed. The air got to be cleansed. The earth got to be cleansed of Esau's wickedness. Alright? But everything's already prepared. You got one?
Yeah, Acts 4:12. Yeah.
Let's bring that up.
Come on, this is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved."
Right, that we must be saved, all right, or delivered. That what his name is, he delivers. So in the spirit and in the spirit in his earthly realm, Yahushua, that spirit created from the beginning of creation, the first spirit ever created, was set up to be the deliverer, all right? The one that saves us. You know, he's the one that has what? The keys to death and hell. You already brought that up?
Come on, I'm holding it.
Revelation 1:18.
I
Let's get
have the precept for you too.
off the wall.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 18. It says, "I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore." It says, "Amen, and have the
Right,
keys."
my bad. So he's never gonna die again. Yahushua saying forevermore. I mean, he's never gonna die again. He's more than alive. He's more alive than he's ever been. All right. There, bro.
It says, "Amen, and have the keys of hell and of death."
Right. So Yahushua is the one that can free us. The Most High is gonna send Yahushua, and that's the one that's gonna free us from the hell upon this earth and the death, spiritually and physically. All right. So let's get Isaiah 14:11.
All right.
So once Esau get moved out of the way, our contender, then we free, man. That's the chain that the Lord has on the earth right now.
This is Isaiah 14:11. "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?"
Right, Lucifer means the illuminated one. So the illuminated ones, they're going to fall from their heavenly state the way we fell. All right, and all the Lord has to do is just that easy. We fell from our natural state, in our exalted position, righteous, and Esau was lifted up. He said he's going to make us the tail and make them the head. All you got to do is change that. Well, he said turn that pyramid upside down. And now we get exalted. He said, "Arise, shake off the dust, take thyself from the dust, and put on thy beautiful garments." So that would be the Lord raising up our beauty again instead of bringing us down, bringing our beauty down from heaven to the ground.
All right, this is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 8, 7. It says, "The Lord, Yahweh Shah, maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raised up the poor out of the dust and lift up the beggar from the dunghill, to set him among princes and to make him inherit the throne of glory. For the pillar of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them."
Right. So that broke itself down, but in all the ages, ever since the beginning of existence, of creation, in all the different ages, man has been running their course upon the earth. It's all been written. It's all been written already.
All right, this is Isaiah 14:12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?" You going? Okay. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High."
Right. So that's basically Esau being exalted. But now the Lord gonna bring them down to a low state. All right. And once they get brought down and ultimately wiped off the earth, heaven's gonna be peace upon earth, heaven upon the earth, right here on this earth, where indwelling righteousness.
Come on. Because I gave up because war upon the earth.
Right.
You got a quick piece.
John 14:1.
John 14:1.
All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's why you have, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that you see out there that's pushing and working, man, giving their diligence to make their calling, make sure, you know what I'm saying, we in mourning right now. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, 1/3 women and children and men is part of that number. They are also mourning on this side as well, man. Because all the wickedness that's going on that reached all the way up to the heavens, man. You know, that's how you know we haven't made it to the kingdom of heaven yet. You know, but you know it starts in our la'ah, man. That's the Hebrew word for heart, which means your mind. You know, that's why it's important for us to be kingdom minded, you know what I'm saying, and continue to push. Because we know what the end results are, man. You know, that's why knowledge and wisdom should be the stability in our of the times, man, to come.
Right. And I keep thinking too, it's like, matter of fact, it's a scripture that goes with that. It's like being in the classroom or you being amongst a bunch of children, then the parents leave, then the other children start acting the hell up. And you know what they told you to do. So you watching all the wickedness go on. You know what I mean? But if somebody joins in with that wickedness, then you sleep. Sleeping. But if you wait patiently for you know he about to show up. When he come back, he start handing out the math. You know what I'm saying? For the classroom or something like that.
Real quick about the shot. So if you know better, you should do better. And
right.
Teach too, do so.
That's right, man.
I get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get beat with many strikes. That's the Lord.
Right.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduces them. So basically, like how you were saying in the classroom, when you see the good kids, see all the bad kids running them up, you know, it entices them to want to do the same thing that they're doing, you know? And that's what Jake falls into that trap that was set up by Esau. To just do as thy will, not follow order.
Right.
This is Psalms 37, verse 9. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. It says, evildoers shall be cut off. As was stated earlier, that classroom metaphor, you have the other kids being bad, but like Zaquan said, we also know what the Lord told us, which is a representation of the ones that are waiting upon the Lord. So the Lord said we got to do certain things, so we got to sit and wait. And it says the evildoers are going to be cut off. Everybody that's doing wickedly, everybody that's being hard, they're going to be cut off, and they're going to be judged. But those that wait upon the Lord, those that follow the instructions and do diligently what the Heavenly Father says to do, shall inherit the earth. Verse 10.
I mean, who is the ultimate wicked? The ultimate wicked is Esau, the nation of Edom. And they're going to be, after 1,000 years of slavery, they're going to be completely cut off. Like the scripture says, there should not be no remaining of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken.
This is verse 10. It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. For yet a little while, these wicked, they running around and doing what they're doing, even 2/3 of our people. But for a little while, they shall not be, mainly focusing on Esau. For a little while, their wickedness is not going to last forever. And it's going to get to a point to where when the Most High wipes them off the earth, people are, you know, they're going to be like, hey, you remember Esau? Or you remember who that person was? But we're going to diligently consider his place, but his place is not going to be found upon the earth, because the Heavenly Father is going to remove that wickedness. Last point. This is, but the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And that's what's going to happen. The meek, the humble, the ones that stay steadfast in the Most High and follow his instruction, they're going to inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace, because there's going to be no more war upon the earth.
Matthew 25:13.
Matthew 25:13.
Yep.
All right.
Good point. What's up?
25:13.
Yeah.
All right, this is St. Matthew chapter 25, verse 13. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
Right. So nobody knows truly when the day that Yahweh is going to return. I would say what? Watch and pray and wait for him. All right? He's going to renew everything. All right, he said he makes all things new. New heaven, new earth upon the earth, wherein dwell of righteousness. Go ahead.
For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country.
Right, just like we were talking about, like parents leave the house, a teacher leaves the classroom, and children start throwing spitballs. Go ahead.
Who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods.
Right, he showed up himself and delivered his goods to us face to face when he showed up 2,000 years ago. And he delivered his goods at the talents at certain levels of mystery, prophecy, and whatever you got in this truth. All right, that's why you spirit of the prophet is subject unto the prophet. Go ahead.
And unto one he gave 5 talents.
Right, one he gave a strong level of faith, all right, or skill or ability. Go ahead.
To another 2.
Yep. Certain levels. All right, go ahead.
And to another 1. To every man according to his several abilities.
Right, to several abilities. See that? So the Lord gave you certain abilities in the truth. Go ahead, brother.
And straightway took his sojourn.
Right, he didn't think twice about it. He just left. Put himself up on the cross and gave up his life, gave up the ghost and bounced, man. You know, came back and then left again. And went on the right hand of the Father, didn't look back. He's been gone ever since. Could return. It's not impossible for him to return. You see that? But it's a set day and a set moment, and certain prophecy had to play out to where Yahweh is going to return. You see that? Go ahead, brother.
Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents.
Yep.
And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2.
Yep.
But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money.
Right. So that's the one that's saying, I don't know enough. I don't know this. I don't know that. And that person don't do the work. Don't go out and teach. Don't do any videos. All right. That's you. That's talking about. Go ahead.
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh.
Oh, we say after a long time. That's the point I want to get. We can go probably further after that, but you can read that again one more time.
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh.
Right.
And reckon with them.
Right. So that's Yahweh. When he shows up, he's going to reckon with each one of us. You know, and see if we used our talents, used our gifts, used the blessing that he gave us, that he deposited in our spirit 2,000 years ago. All right. That's when he returns. Go ahead, brother.
And real quick, Baba Shaw, and I got an example for one receiving Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's talent and hiding in it. Like that one reprobate we had last week, man. He said that he was once on our side, but he never showed his faith by his works, man. Like I told him, if you don't become an actor, you won't be a factor. He never stood up in great boldness and talked the truth behind the setup. You know what I'm saying? That Yahweh Bashem Yahushua showed us, man.
That's right, man. And the Lord gonna reckon with him when he show up. When Yahweh show up, he's gonna reckon with those people. But the point is, our leader, you know, the ruler of our house, leaving and leaving us here with a certain amount of work to do, and amongst the damn what do you call that shit? Peanut gallery. Damn baby kids. Badass kids, 2/3. So, you know, Luke 12 and 42.
I'm good.
There, brother.
All right, this is St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 42. It says that the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward?
Yeah, read again.
Shalom, I got you.
Now you can look this a little bit.
All right, this is St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 42. It says, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household to give them their portion of the meat in due season.
Right, so in due season. So he say what? Be instant in season and out of season. And when you're dealing with seasons, you deal with harvest. So as we teaching, we're hoping for our season of harvest. All right, so the Lord gonna give us our meat. He gonna give us our increase, our vintage, which will be our harvest. What do you call it? Gathering. You know, he's gonna give us everything, a reward. Go ahead, brother.
God, verse 43 says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Right, so find you doing this work. All right, why? Because you'll be helping to establish the kingdom of heaven. You're helping to build up your brother. You know, helping to what? To secure the bricks for the building. That's our job, the mortar makers. Okay, brother?
Verse 44.
Right, he said, blessed is that servant. So blessed means what? Favorite. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Come on. Verse 44 says, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he has.
So Yahweh is going to make, because what's that? Colossians, can somebody get that? Where it say Yahweh created everything? Or is it Revelations? Where it say spirits being made subject unto him?
I know Colossians.
Yeah, get that real quick.
Colossians, I got it. It's Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. It says, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
Right, so Yahweh was the one that created all things, all people, all power, all spirits. Right, and I get 1 Peter 3 and 22.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 22. It says, who is going into heaven and is on the right hand of Yahweh?
This is Yahweh.
Angels and authorities.
Angels and authorities. So I mean on the left hand side and the right hand side. And the authorities upon the earth. The Most High is guiding them into being right up under Yahweh's foot. Go ahead.
And powers being made subject unto him.
So all these different powers, all these elements, all these people, all these spirits, all these authorities, and angels, he's gonna do what? Read that. Where you was at? Earlier, whoever had it. Who was reading? Who was the last one? Before Colossians.
Matthew chapter. Luke. Right? This is Luke chapter
Whoever was reading before we got these two.
12.
That would be it.
All right. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 42. It says, who then is the faithful and wise steward from his Lord shall make ruler over his household?
Yeah.
33.
July.
Oh no, I'll make sure you're hearing.
Oh, God.
I'm reading. This is Luke 12:42. It says, who then is the faithful and wise steward from his Lord shall make ruler over his household to give them their portion of the meat in due season. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he comes, shall find him so doing.
See on, bro?
It says, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he has.
So we just read everything that Yahweh has. All right, everything that he already had from creation, and everything that's being made subject unto him now. All right, he's going to give to us. He said he's going to make us ruler over his stuff. That's like somebody having a mansion and saying, hey, I want you to watch this house for me. The Lord will say, I want y'all to watch this planet for me, these people, my gifts, even the universe. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 45, it says, but, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delay of his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken.
Right, so if you around the bad kids, so your parents leave and the children start acting bad, and you like, nah, they didn't say you're supposed to do this. Then you start joining with them, this is gonna happen.
The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers.
Right, so they cut you off. All right, it basically cut you off like a branch cut off from a tree and set up to be burned for the fire. Yeah, good.
I'm gonna start from 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. It says, for many great misery shall be done to them that in latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So many misery shall be done to them that walk in great pride. The ones that go contrary to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 51. It says, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is built, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. So with that being said, with these great mysteries coming for the ones that went contrary to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's doctrine, that's why you have to stand boldly for the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Keep pushing this truth. All right, why? Because it says, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open. Come on, man. So just like the kingdom is already prepared for us, man. What we got to do, keep pushing, all right? Keep going towards that finish line, pushing towards that mark, man. All right? Getting towards that mark, which is the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the kingdom.
Right, man. Somebody get that second Ezra again. 2 and
13, 14.
yeah, this one here again.
It's second Ezra chapter 2 and 13.
Right.
Go and ye shall receive.
Yeah.
Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared. Watch.
Yeah. So,
Take
go ahead. No, you can go ahead.
take heaven and earth to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces and created the good, for I live, saith the Lord.
Ooh, come on with it, man. That's what the Lord telling us today. He proving to it that he's alive. The fact that we were sitting here doing this lesson shows proof that he's alive, because he guided us to be able to do this. All right. Matthew 16, 17. You know?
16 and 17.
Right.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 17. It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar Jonah.
Right. This is Peter. All right. And this is when the foundation was laid. When it was being prepared. The kingdom was being prepared. Go ahead, brother.
For flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Right, man. So upon who? Peter. So anybody that had the faith after Peter and Paul, those people were set up for salvation today. All right. And that's when the foundation was laid. That's when it was prepared. And it says, go to the next verse, right? And what?
Verse 19. It says, and I will give unto these of the kingdom of heaven.
Right. So we weren't going to get the kingdom at that time. They thought the kingdom of heaven was there. When Yahushua was on the scene, he said, no, it's in the future. You know, the kingdom of heaven is prepared, but the kingdom of heaven is not come to the earth yet. Like, as far as fully manifested, that we haven't been exalted. We won't be exalted yet.
Yeah.
But what did he say? I will give you the keys. You know, can somebody get the word keys? Matthew 16 and 19. I could have got it. I'm kidding. All right. Matthew 16 and 19. Keys. Yeah, I got the keys. Keys to the city, the keys to the kingdom. You know?
Yeah.
Basically saying the instructions, the mystery, the understanding.
Come
All right, Matthew 16 and 19 key. All right, so a key as a shutting, a lock, literally or figuratively. It says, since the keeper of the keys has the power to open and to shut.